Last time on The Spiteful Dead, we met Robert Miguel, a down-on-his-luck private investigator who has an unfortunate disposition with women. A cop he knows wants to punch him in the face, a random ninja from the bar berated him for making small talk, and now his newest client wants him to assassinate the president. By the way, I gave up being an artist a long time ago, so don't expect me to draw myself as a zombie again. Although I am kinda curious how I would look as a pig zombie. I bet it would be pretty cute. Anyway, so yeah, the government has been silencing reporters, including this woman's husband, and so she wants us to go after the big cheese himself. Excuse me? It's a basic sniper operation. Tonight he'll address the city from Capitol Square. There are plenty of buildings nearby, so you should be able to get the shot in, and make it out of there without being caught. And the cash will be up front, of course. I'm sorry, miss. I don't work as an assassin anymore. And furthermore, there isn't any evidence that links the president with the killings of either your husband or anyone in this town. What more evidence do you need? Each of the victims spoke out against the government. And each was killed in the same fashion. That's not enough. I'm sorry. But they told me you were the best. I sniffle. I took the job. I don't know. I suppose I can't bear causing a woman to cry. Ah, he does have a soft spot for women. I am responsible for her husband's death. Are you the one who actually killed her husband? I know you were working as a hitman for the mayor. Blake, that's just some stupid excuse. I don't really know why. It wouldn't make sense to make amends for one murder by committing another. Killing the president won't solve a dang thing. It was the mayor who hired me. Okay, yeah, I guess you were the one who killed her husband. Yikes. What the hell am I doing? Am I actually going to go through with this? I'll go to the gun shop and get myself a rifle. Belize. It's a hell of a town. The bordello's up and the crack house is down. Well, at least in the slums it is. Cracked pavement and bratty little... all over. At least the rent is low. Yes, but the view is surprisingly good. The gun shop is on the south side of the slums. Alright. Welcome to Robert's neighborhood. Let's see what we can find. There's a candy bar hidden in this crate. Might have been some kid's secret stash. Speaking of whom, are you that kid? Or maybe the other? What are we doing? What the hell kind of question is that? You better be careful, kid. Hell is a gateway to actual swears. We're playing frog baseball. That's what. Oh my gosh, that poor frog. Here, froggy, froggy, froggy. Yeah, I'm just gonna let them be. Benjamin McPherson National Park. Oh, Benjamin McPherson, if you only knew what was going on in your park right now. He would be rolling in his grave. So, I gotta compliment the graphics, by the way. RPG Maker 1 is geared primarily towards medieval RPGs, but this game does a good job presenting a modern setting. Oh, I'm betting that's the weapon shop. Belch? What? Shut up and let me drink. Sheesh. Huh? Who's there? Max? That you, Max? I done told you to leave me the bleep alone. You come in here one more time, and I see to it you get a behind full of lead. Hear me? Oh gosh, wow, yep. This game definitely is full of swears. A behind full of lead. I think I'll just leave him alone. Well alone. So alone that he is well off being alone. So yeah, hell aside, I don't read the swears in the games that I play because I don't swear myself, and if I get into the habit of actually reading the swears, that might get me into the habit of actually saying them outside of these Let's Plays, so I am avoiding it. Hello? Well, hello there, kid. Sorry, mister. My mom's not home right now. I almost wasn't sure whether that was still Rob's line or the kids. But yeah, it's the kids. And I'm not supposed to talk to strangers, so... Bye. Alright then. Definitely don't talk to strangers. Yates Motel. No vacancy. Doors unlocked. Okay. Definitely going to have some exploration. Yo, did you read the sign? There's no vacancy. I know. I'm just doing exploration. The innkeeper's mother. Oh, so that's who that portrait is of. She looks pretty scary. Yes, it's still late. Okay, you're just gonna tell us no vacancy. So, that is one place we're not quite exploring. And we have reached the world map. There's a place over here. There's a place down there. And... yeah, that's it for now. More places will get unlocked eventually. But before we move on, we do need to go to the gun shop. After we visit the bar. The alley cat. Oh, you actually, oh gosh. The place to gulp and blow. Beer, of course. Yes. Blowing beer. How do you think they make those bubbles? So you actually live right next door, practically, to the bar. Howdy, Rob. Howdy, Rob. Hi, Rob. Rob, I thought you weren't staying to drink tonight. I'm sorry, but I think it'd be best not to serve you this time. Yeah, Rob is just a little confused. Hey, by the way, yep, it's still late. Hey, this isn't beer. I wonder what the kids drink here. Various bottles are placed here. Scooch over, please. More various bottles, and more various bottles. We are not going to be able to check the phone. Oh, let me check this barrel, though. I cannot check that barrel. But I can check these. Aspirin. I forget which building we came out of. Not this one. Oh, gosh. Sugar and spice. Bordello. Oh, gosh. Yep. Not safe for work. Come on in and play with us. Members only. I don't think Robert is a member. Okay, this was his building. I already checked those. Didn't check this. The light's on, but no one's answering. Alright, I guess that leaves the weapon shop? Oh, and if we travel further to the right from the weapon shop, we're back on the world map again. Alright, to the weapon shop. Which reminds me, let's go to my status again. Nope, money is not a thing in this game. Money would normally be displayed on the status screen. The guns shop in the Belize slums. This place covers all your basic weapons needs. It's not really different from other weapons shops, but it has its charm. Ammo crates. If I were to take just one bullet, the shopkeeper would know. Antique swords. One of them's gotta say something different. No, they don't. Well, how about the armors? Several sets of armor. They each have names engraved on them. This one says... Brian. That is a name for a knight, alright? Seems like a fairly common name. Steiner? Now I'm sure I heard that name before. Anadea? Strength, honor, and friendship. That's what the name tells me. I love that this game has interactives. Vernon. A name that shows wisdom and strength. Zippy. I can't quite understand how anyone could have been named that. Giza? A name bearing intelligence and beauty. Is that woman's armor, then? Goric. The name sounds quite vulgar to me. Well, I could be wrong. Derek. A name bearing maturity and agility. Maudwin. A very exotic name. Jax. I remember hearing this name before. Odd. Doors are open. Hey there, old man! Everything alright? Hello? What? What the hell do you want? Sorry. Your doors are open. I thought something might be wrong. Open? Huh. That shouldn't be. Hey, get out of here! But I mean the cage, dumb butt. Now, what do you want? I need a sniper rifle, and some ammunition. That all? Well, why don't I let you take your pick? Alright, have a look-see. I think I've only got one rifle in there, but feel free to take anything else. Granted, you've got the money to pay for it. I mean, story-wise we do. Just, we won't be doing any shopping in this game. Although I think there's a trade shop later on. Speak to me when you're done. Alright, I will talk to you last then. Oh hey, you got the innkeeper's mother in your house too. A little rubber ball? I wouldn't touch that. Why is that? Slightest touch will cause the mechanism to go off. You know, sparks, needles and stuff. Grenades. A few dozen of them. I don't think there'll be much help on a sniping mission. Flares, glow sticks, and stuff. I wouldn't mind the glow sticks. Medical kits. I could use one of these. Alright, we got a med kit. Cure all. Alright, it is a status healing item. Fireworks? Here we go. And the right model, too. Found a sniper. Robert adds the sniper to his weapons list. Huzzah! So, as I said before, weapons act as the game's magic. The sniper causes 35 damage and costs 2 ammo. Dang, that's a huge gun. I don't think I can afford it, though. Maybe later. An assortment of shotguns. A box of ammunition. I've been running low lately, so... Found 6 small ammo boxes. Just in case, I should go ahead and use the one that I found earlier. Because I don't think that's going to be automatically restored before we need it. Got everything? Just a few minutes more. Well, hurry it up, dang it! What happens if I leave? Nothing. Alright, yeah, I'm done. Good. Now for the matter of the bill. Now that I'm all stocked up with supplies, I should make my way over to the capital square. Anything happen if I go back in? Nope. Then I don't get to find out what it is up that other staircase. I can't remember what is up in that other staircase. Alright, so by the way, you can save anytime on the world map. And what is this place? Belize Police Department. I might as well see what's here. I'm gonna say the police department is here. I'll take a quick look around. Hello? Belize Police Department. How may we assist you? Sorry. I guess I phased out. I don't know why I came here. Sorry to waste your time. Oh, wait! Do you know where Officer Alicia Keddy is? Oh, right, that is the woman cop from before. She doesn't seem to like Robert. Let me check. Yes, she is currently out in the field doing patrol. Thanks. Elevators. Looks like I need a special access to use it. I need special access, not a special access. And this repeats if we talk to her again. Robert, you definitely need to lay off the booze. Wondering where you shouldn't, and repeating conversations. Alright, from here... Capitol Square. A lot of people here. I guess folks are gathering to see the president. No one here. I guess they went up to the roof to watch. That means taking hostages is unavoidable. How about we don't do this yet? I'm just looking around. So this building is the one we're going to go to. Down with Confederalist scum. Oop. Jeez, I think that cop heard me. Ah, jeez. They won't let me in. Guess I'll have to listen to the speech at home. Man, oh man, this has been hard work. I mean, can you even imagine how many enemies Mizaelis has gained over the years? Who? They just keep coming. Ugh, if only they'd let us use our guns. I'm kinda surprised they don't. Hey, Robert, how's life treating ya? I don't have to answer that. I don't even know who you are. Get out of my way, idiot! Terribly sorry, sir, but Mizaelis has ordered the Capitol Square closed. Sorry, Miguel. Orders are orders, plain and simple. I can't let you through. But hey, I saw a bunch of people going into the office building up there. Perhaps you can watch from the roof. Might have to do that. Clear out! Get out of the way! Clear out! Get out of my 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 way! Get out of my... Oh, I already talked to you. Clear out! Get out of my way! Hey! I'm here as part of the World Liberation Front, or WOLF. Oh boy, this little piggy had better be careful around you. Uh-huh. And what's this all about? World liberation, of course. By means of... well, pretty much any means possible. Any damage we can do to those... oh gosh, again? Pigs need better PR. Those jerks in Confederacy is sufficient. Lately, though, but you'll have to keep this quiet, we've been planning an all-out assault on the Jinx Confederacy's head officials. The Blaze branch, as us, has been assigned to an all-out assault during the President's address. Of course, we, seem to be locked out at the moment. You know, it's really embarrassing to be out here in full combat gear with all these cops around. These cops are surprisingly mellow. I remember you guys now. You're just a huge band of punk novices with some shallow, deep-rooted hatred against the Confederacy and access to a huge cache of munitions. Listen here, kid. There's enough crisis going on those quote-unquote pigs in the Confederacy have to deal with without you little dummies berserking in the streets. Yeah, sure there's corruption, a good deal of it. But every government has it. Ours is actually one of the lesser evils. We've also become one of the richest countries in the world thanks to them. Our admittance was probably the best thing ever to happen to us. Like it or not, you kids owe your livelihood to the Confederacy. Cause it to topple, and the whole world will follow suit. Not that you punks could do anything like that. So... interested in a donation? That was a conversation. Yeah, I suppose they aren't necessarily all bad, are they? Some pigs are good pigs. Found duct tape. Not a thing I can use. It's an item that causes silence. So if the lift building is the one we need to go to... what's this building? We don't get to find out who this is supposed to be, but we already know. Locked. Not locked. Don't you think it's rude to barge into other people's apartments? You'll have to forgive Robert. He wanders. Locked. The 5 towers in Capitol Square have been subjected to the most heinous acts of terrorism imaginable, but still, they stand. I have total faith in our police force. If someone thinks they can prove a point by destroying the Capitol Square, he'll get what's coming. Well, it's a good thing that we're not planning to do that. Also, the 5 towers. This game released in 2002. Was that a reference to the Twin Towers? The Nurith War by Roniet. Okay, trouble pronouncing that name aside, I'm pretty sure that is someone who was in the old RPG Maker community. Dude, where's my car? By Karim. Another one from the old community. Heir to the Blade by the only Mujoshi. There is definitely some nostalgia in these names. The Swamp Sirens, Heart of Cold, and other short stories. Offhand, I don't know if any of those are RPG Maker titles. Hello there. Sorry about the boxes. I've been moving in recently. Found a candy bar. Pepper spray. paralyzes a single enemy. Makes sense. You know, we had a running gag going with reading clocks, but that seems to have been ended. And locked. Looks like I'll have to use another building. Alright, the other building it is. Oh gosh, are we actually going to have to take hostages then? Alright, let's do this. Apparently, this is my only way up. Well, let us hope the elevator don't break. That would be inconvenient. How would we be able to get out of here? Oh hey, the elevator broke. Okay then. So, by the way, the first time I Let's Play this game, I was doing hour-long episodes, and that is where part 1 of this playthrough ended. And then, here's the thing. At the time, I was a bit overly concerned with getting to the action, and so in the recap of part 2, I started off by saying that last time, nothing happened. However, since then, I have grown as a Let's Player, and I have come to learn that you don't necessarily need action to have an interesting Let's Play episode. Moreover, getting a mission to assassinate the president is hardly nothing. With that said, I think we're about to get to the action. Oh man. This is so boring. Jeez, cut it out, you dang pervert dog. Ew. Sigh. My gosh, you got paired up with the wrong dog. What the hell's wrong with you? Who the hell? Hi there. Listen here, you. You're trespassing in a private area. Didn't have much of a choice there. So what? Grr, don't you get it? Sorry, but no. Psh. Maybe a good beating will jog your memory. Alright, well, possibly one of the bad ones right here. And we got ourselves our first battle. Alright, so Trooper and Nasty Dog. It apparently has 3 heads. Although I don't think there's a battle sprite in RPG Maker with a dog with only 1 head. Still though, definitely a nasty dog. Alright, so let's see what our regular weapons are going to do. We'll start with the Trooper. Seven damage. Don't necessarily appreciate the crit. Our weapon costs 2 ammo, 35 damage. Let's not use that quite yet. I mean, I do have a bunch of ammo, but I want to kind of gauge how much health these characters actually have. Although, we have, not many healing items. Maybe I should go ahead and sniper the dog. Alright, old yeller. Take this. So by the way, a survival horror RPG, you want to avoid having to use up too much of your ammo and healing items, but you also want to fight battles in order to level up. Thankfully, the game is balanced towards that. Phew, that's over. But I still got a job to do. There must be some way back up from here. I don't think I can use this again. Boy, that innkeeper's mother gets around. Penicillin. You there! Stop! Oh. Even more of these guys. Alright, well, 3 of them, I'm definitely going to want to use the sniper rifle. Oh hey, that one has Stormtrooper aim. How appropriate. Alright, how many healing items do I have? Actually, I don't necessarily have a bad amount. But I also have a whole lot more ammo boxes, so you know what? I'll go ahead and use one of them real quick. And whittle them down to just 1. And the last one, I'll just stick with regular attacks. Oh gosh, you really got a bad aim. Also, that level up must have helped a bit. Yeah, taking a little bit of damage here. I'm definitely going to want to be smart about managing my healing items and ammo. There's another level. Levels were not always coming that quickly. I really didn't want to start a ruckus here until I got to the roof. Well, I mean, what did you expect? Considering that the president is hanging around, of course security is going to be beefed up around here. And if you actually intend to go through with this plan to assassinate the president, this is not going to be as easy as you hope.